Okay. So let's come into our yoga space. I think the whole mat can be seen. Yes, it can. We are going to be on the mat today. We're not standing. Okay. So the practice is it's on all four planes of the body. The back, the front, and the sides. And I just wanted to welcome anyone who hasn't practiced with me before, because I put this in my personal profile feed, so people who may not practice with me can get the opportunity to do so, as it's World Yoga Day. So the first thing to say, really, I've just got a couple of things to say before we start, is Happy World Yoga Day. This is the 6th International Day to honour and celebrate yoga, a decision that was made by the Indian government back in 2014 because of the relevance, importance of it to their culture, their history, their country, but also to acknowledge, thankfully, the growing importance and relevance of yoga to us all across the whole world. So that's one thing. So happy World Yoga Day. There'll be lots of different things going on. Normally we'd all get together in a big hall or outside and practice together, but at least with this kind of setup, we can actually be practicing together, even though we're, maybe in lots of different places. So I think yoga is challenging. I just wanted to say a couple of words about that. Yoga is challenging path. It's a discipline, it's a practice. It's a bit like life. We never really perfect life. It's a practice. If you think we're going through a really good time in life, there will nearly always be something that throws itself in front of us, and we have to deal with that. And it's about learning. And I guess when we're learning, we're growing. And certainly with yoga, there is so much to learn. We need to have many, many lifetimes in this kind of domain, in the earth domain, form domain, in order to even scratch the surface. So it is a challenge and a discipline, but it brings so many benefits beyond the physical, so many benefits which we'd need a series of videos to kind of go into, so it's not for today. But for me, it's mainly about connection. It's about connection to myself, connection to others, connection to the world, the universe, that I am part of that whole thing. And it's part of me. It's part of me. And it also means love. Love within and love without. So love for yourself is not frowned upon in yoga. It has to start somewhere. Otherwise you can't function and give love. Neither can you have the energy to give love. But it takes courage to change, and yoga can certainly help. It can be a really good path for that. I would like our intention today to be towards all of the wonderful rishis, sages, the ancient yogis, the swamis, the wonderful teachers that over thousands of years have passed that knowledge down. And we are still using the practices today. In my own personal life, I would like to thank my teachers. I started my yoga path with a yogi in the Preseli Hills, Yogacharya Nandev, his Welsh wife, Yogacharyani Deepika, they're beautiful boys, Siddha, Mahadev and Krishna, a very family-run ashram in the Preseli Hills. And of course they were teaching in the tradition of Gitananda, so I honour Swami Gitananda and Amaji in Pondicherry, and also Dr. Ananda Bala Yogi Bhavani, who is the son of Swami Gitananda, a very learned man, and has been giving so many teachings from the heart for no reward other than that he says sharing is caring. So I'm sharing and caring today. So I thank those teachers and many, many others who have influenced my practice. I also honour just yoga teachers generally throughout the world, because it's been a challenging time for them. Studios have closed down. They've lost lots of students. They've had to adapt and get online. Now I know lots of other industries and sectors, and I don't like calling yoga an industry, but it is a business for some people, have had to adapt as well and learn. But I think yoga has done a marvelous job of making sure people get their classes and get the teachings. So I honor them. So let us come into our nice seated yogic space. Please sit up with a lovely straight back. Close your eyes. You can either be seated on your knees as I am, or you can be seated on your sitting bones. As you sit cross-legged, and just close your eyes and come into your practice space. So closing the eyes just can close off one of the senses, and I want you to switch to the internal eye, the eye that looks within. And soften your face. Don't grip the jaw or the eyelids or the lips or the teeth or the tongue. Try and soften the whole face. Notice whether the temples are tense around the eyes. Allow the eyes to be gently closed. Don't grip the eyelids. The neck is long. The crown of the head is energetically moving towards the sky, towards the heavens. The spine all the way from the tailbone, past the sacrum, up the lumbar, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine, just along the back of your skull. Everything is beautifully aligned and straight, but not rigid. So there's an uplift in the sternum, but the ribs are not poking out. You're thinking of the in-breath as lifting the sternum away from the belly button, away from the pubic bone, so you have length in the front. And as you exhale, you're thinking just a little bit about contracting the belly, which helps to give you some support in the back. It is almost like the initiation of a forward fold. Almost, not quite, but you see you have room to fold forward if you need to. Breathing in through the nostrils. There's a slight uplift. Sternum moves away from the navel, away from the pubic bone. Head is really reaching towards the sky. The exhalation contracts the belly slightly. Has an effect on the lumbar. Just do that a few times, breathing in and out, using the nostrils. Feeling a grounding through the sit bones or through the knees, but an uplift along the spine. Beautiful uplift along the spine. Soft front, strong back. The chin is just in an equal plane to the back of the skull. No tilting up, no tilting down. Bring your hands to your heart, thumbs towards the chest, fingers pointing to the heavens. This is Namaskar Mudra. The divine in me salutes and honors the divine in you. Beautiful gesture. Blink your eyes open and breathe in and open out. Just stretching up, waking up, looking up. Stretch out to the pelvis. Put the hands together and bring the energy back down centrally towards your heart. It's an easy Sunday morning. We're going to take this easy. It's Midsummer's Day. Apparently next week is going to be beautiful. So we're just going to open up to all that lovely energy. And hands come down towards the center line. Slowly breathing in and out. Last time like this, breathe in, stretch it up. Open up, look up. Prana Mudra. Collect the prana, the life force, the energy that's available to us, and bring it down towards your heart. Beautiful, and let go. We are practicing a practice that is unique to Kittananda tradition. You don't often see this practice in yoga studios. And we work with the 4 planes of the body, and that sort of matches the cycles of the moon. We have a new moon this weekend, and we also have what was the longest day in the summer solstice. So there's lots of energies going on. And of course, in Loma Viloma, we have negative and positive energies coming together for balance. So if you think of Chandra being the moon and Surya being the sun, or you can think of yin yang, you can think of positive and negative energy, and you think of Loma and Viloma. Loma is the positive, Viloma is the negative energy. Feminine and masculine is another way to look at it, Shiva and Shakti. We're bringing these together in an energetic balance. Also the body, we're using every muscle, and we are kind of using the limbs and the hands, the feet, touching each other, maximizing on the relation of our polarity with the polarity of the earth and polarity of the universe. So let's get on with it. A bit more talking today because I wanted to honor World Yoga Day, but we're here to practice yoga. So please come onto your backs. If you can't see me, I'm sure you would be able to, even if you're on your backs, wherever you've got your laptop or your device, I will be giving very clear instructions. And we don't move fast, we're moving very slowly with the breath. And I want you to consider that every in-breath is an expansion and an extension, and every out-breath, you're going to slightly contract the belly, because this works on the core, and I want the core to protect the back in the practices. So come into Shavasana. Lying nice and long and straight along the floor, and just let the weight settle onto the floor. And make sure you're comfortable. You might think, I just got out of bed, I don't want to lie down again. We are going to work. Okay. So nice, straight, long body, arms alongside as though you were going into Shavasana for relaxation. Now notice the curve in your back. When we first lie down, the curve is pretty pronounced, and I just want to do a few movements that lock you into the practice of slightly flattening the curve, not overly so, but flattening it enough so that the back is protected and the core can do its work. So just notice where the tailbone presses into the floor, and you could put your hand under there, and there's quite a big arch. So this is an in breath, so breathe in here, and breathe out and slightly contract the belly back. Now when you contract the belly, you'll notice that the lower back flattens out, and this is really good for protecting the back. You can breathe in, press the tailbone down to even give a more pronounced arch. So it's a really pronounced arch. And as you breathe out, you're tilting the pelvis up and forward slightly. And obviously that flattens out the back. But for general purposes for this practice, I want you, if possible, to focus on the contraction in the belly. This will strengthen the core. It will give you a focus for the breath, and it will protect your back. Because I don't know everybody who's practicing with me, you have to be responsible for your own safety here, and go within your limits and back off if something is too much, you rest. So nice straight line, back more or less pushing into the floor. Active legs. I want you to breathe in and lift the right leg. Flat the foot as though it's walking on the ceiling. Breathing out, you're pushing the foot out through the air. Keep the left leg active. It must be active. Keep the core active. Breathing in. Float it up, but don't swing it up. Don't use the momentum of the movement. Breathing out, push through the ball of the foot. Use your muscles. We're going to wake everything up. There's 4 series in this practice. Breathe in. Flat the foot so you get a stretch for the back of the leg. Breathe out. And let it go. And just relax the body. Let the feet flop out. We're going to move slowly and purposely, but using our strength and using activity in the limbs. Okay, left leg. So right leg is long and strong, back is into the floor, belly is contracted, breathe into the lungs. Lift the left leg, stretch it up, heel comes up to the ceiling, breathe out. Now push away as long as you can without arching the back, as long as you can with the leg. So you're extending your leg. Touch down, breathing in, expansion, breathing out, not contraction, but just a little bit of contraction in the belly. Feel that you're doing it slowly and steadily, all the way down. Last time, breathe in. Please move as though you're moving through water, so there's resistance, there's a kind of an asymmetric thing going on. Press out, lengthen, press out through those balls of the feet, lengthen the leg, and relax. Please sip water throughout the practice, because even if it doesn't look that we're going to move much, we will, and it builds up stage by stage, and I want you to be hydrated. That is very important. Legs together, toes pointing up, feet pressing away from you, shoulders on the floor, belly nice and contracted. Breathe in here, lift the head, just look down past your chest towards your feet, towards your feet. Now you're breathing out and you're pulling the belly back. Get that sense of pulling the belly back. Breathing in and out. Getting used to that will focus your breath, breathing in. It's almost a count of 6, but I'm not going to count and confuse you. Do in your own time. And breathe out. And release. Release. And please roll over onto your belly. However you want to do that is up to you. Breathe out. Come onto your belly in a nice relaxed way. So this is the onlooker pose, okay? So all the way down, maybe your chin is on the floor, maybe your forehead, depends, sometimes my voice will go a bit quieter now, okay? So you need to just be patient with me, but hopefully you can hear me. So flat on the floor, legs nice and long. Try not to roll your hips from side to side. Breathing in. You're lifting your right leg. You don't have to lift your head, but your chin can be on the floor if that's more comfortable. Breathing out. Breathing in, right leg. Try not to rock the pelvis. Make sure the legs are long. Breathe in, out. Last round here. Breathe in. And breathe out and take a rest. Left side, breathe in, stretch through the legs so it feels long. Press out through it. Try not to rock the pelvis up. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out, contract the belly. Breathing in, lengthen. Lengthen without opening. And down. Bring the hands under the head. Right hand on top of left. And open the legs and just rest a moment. Straight legs. Arms alongside the body. Head down. Now make sure you have active legs, okay? Breathing in. Head comes up. Shoulders are up as well, slightly of course. Breathing out. Down you come. Breathing in. In is expanding. Breathing out, pull the belly back. Last time in. And last time out. Take a breath. You can come into crocodile pose if you like. Just a couple of moments. Take a sip of water if you need to. And I want you to come over onto your left side. So, you will be moving around the mat a little bit, so that's why you need a bit of space. So coming over onto your left side. We're going to practice Ekapada Uttanapana Asana. Okay, so it's a single lift from the side. So you're on your left side, Dritya is side. And I want you to either bring your arm long, like this, along the mat, or you can fold the elbow and use it as a kind of pillow. Now look down and make sure you're on your hip, because there's a tendency to come onto the bottom, or maybe there's a tendency to come onto the front. So nice and long. You should see your toes below your body, but you shouldn't see nothing, okay, or too far in front, not a banana. So nice and strong. Now use your core work here. You're going to breathe in. You can bend the leg if you need to, and then stretch it up. Now you might be able to hold on, you might not, it doesn't matter. Breathe out and bring it down. So breathe in, stretch, this is still breathing in. Breathe out, pull the belly back and down. Let's do one more. You can do it like this too. Breathe in and breathe out. And take a little rest there. Now with the head, you can put your hand on your hip if you're happy about your balance, or you can put your hand in front. Breathe in, lift the head. Try not to scrunch up the right shoulder. Breathe out and down. Breathe in, lift it up. Stretch the neck. It's a side stretch, so we don't get it very often, so it'll strengthen the neck. And down. Breathe in please. And down. And just rest here for a moment. You can bend the knee. If you bend the knee and rest over on the side, that can be quite nice. Just taking a breath. Now I have to, so I don't turn my back to you, I have to move along the mat. You can come onto your back and go onto the other side if you like to, because the directions are quite simple to give. So I'm coming onto my right side now. Same thing, nice long lunge, stacking the hips above each other, the knees above each other, everything. You can have your arm out, or I like to put mine like this. And look down, make sure you're not in a banana shape, make sure your spine is long, belly is in. Okay, so you can do whichever way you like. You can just breathe in and come up like this, breathing in as high as you can. You can hold the foot if you like to. Breathing out, pull the belly back. Gives you stability and will help to strengthen that area. Some people don't teach like this, I do. I'm very keen on making sure the breath is cued. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out, pull it in, pull it in, and all the way down. Last round like this, breathing in and stretch. Maybe you can hold a breath now. A few breaths, pull in the belly back on your exhalation and bring it down. Lift the head, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in one more time and out. Now bend your left knee and bring it across, and you can just have a nice rest like this. That can be really good. So that's the end of the first series. So take a sip of water and please come onto your back as we start the second series. I'm going to take a sip of water. I know the practice quite well, but I just want to make sure I get it in the right sequence, because the sequence is so, it's comprehensive, but it makes perfect sense, it's logical, it builds up. So lying down, nice long line. Now those of you who have back issues and don't trust their backs as much as they'd like to, the core work will really help you, because the core work will sort of give more stability to the lower back. But if you are worried about it, please, when we're doing the upward movements, keep your hands down. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you need to protect your back. So, for instance, we're going to breathe in here, come up to sitting, stretch the leg. Breathe out, pushing through the toes, pushing through the leg, bringing the belly back. We're sliding all the way back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, but you can always keep your hands on the floor, all the way down. So, with an in-breath, you come up, the legs stay down, then you bend. This is a way to sort of break it down and make it safe. Breathing out, push through everything. So you really know you're strengthening your core. Breathing in, come up with the legs down, use your core, not your back. In you come. Breathing out, slowly, 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 slowly down. Release the legs, release any tension. Take a breath here. We're doing the other side. So you need to stay as fixed to the floor as you can. Press into the floor with the hands if you need to. Breathing in, leg comes up. Breathing out, slow it down. So you're giving yourself some core work. Down. Breathing in. Slowly, with control, calm mind, calm body. All the way down. Last one here, let's do it. Breathing in, bring the leg up. Breathing out, stretch the chest, open the back, push through the leg, and all the way down. Release yourself. Enjoy. Feel the core waking up. Doesn't matter if you keep pressing your hands and don't lift them from the floor all the way. You do your best and you leave the rest. We're coming on to our belly. And we're going to do half bow pose. So actually, I think what I'll do is I'll come this side so that you can see the right leg first. So, hands alongside the body, chin on the floor or forehead if that's easier for you. I'm going to just bend my right knee and hold on. Now some people like the other arm along the body. I do, I don't mind where it goes. Some people like to have it in front to help them with the lift, okay? Don't worry about lifting the leg up very high. Some of you might not be able to rotate and hold the foot. And if that's the case, it's perfectly fine to just lift the knee. Put the hands down and lift the knee. If that's where you're at, you know, decide what's wise for you. So here, half bow. Breathing in. I'm going to sort of flex my foot so I get higher lift for my shoulder really. Breathing out. Breathing in. Don't worry about how high it is. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Please take a rest in crocodile. Please try the left side, and as I say, it's fine to just lift the knee, but try not to lift the hips like this. Try and keep things pointing down to the floor. Okay. So, left leg, I'm just going to bend my knee first. I'm going to reach back. Some people touch the toes, some might be able to touch the heels, depending. Breathing in here, lift, and one leg might lift more than the other. It doesn't matter, it's down to your quads really. It might be shoulder and back. If you breathe in, fill up and lift up. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. And rest. Maybe put your cheek on the side. Rest the body. Please come over onto your left side. And we're going to either come up on the elbow this time. I'll show you now. You can either come up, but it's still in a nice straight line. I think my mat's moved, it always moves. I don't know why. Let's move it down a bit because I feel a bit too far on one side. Yeah, so you can either come down on the forearm here, yeah, like this, which is my preferred position for my arm, or some people like to come onto their hand. I find that's more of a strain for my shoulder, so it's up to you. If you're coming onto your forearm, make sure it's the hand, the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder. You're pressing into the forehand. Nice long body on the side, not tilting back, not tilting forward. Breathe in. If you can catch under the knee, that's fine. Maybe you can catch the foot. Either one is fine. Breathing in. Breathe in, stretch it up. Breathing out, you can bring it sort of to the front. Bring your belly in as you breathe out. Breathe in. Don't let the shoulder collapse. Make sure that's pushing the arm into the floor. Breathe out. Really open the chest to the front. Breathe in. Stretch. Breathe out. Pull back. Now, bring the knee across the lower leg and come down to rest for a moment. Always resting in between, always letting the practice sink in, allowing for introspection, for things to be learned slowly and steadily. No rush. I'm coming over onto my right side. You can just roll over if you like to. Don't have to face the camera. So, placing the hand on the floor for me can be like this. And I have space between my shoulder and my ear. I'm not like this. I'm pressing down here. I'm nice and long. I won't say lean because I don't think I'm that lean. But I feel as though I'm long and lean in this position. My chest is open. I'm breathing in. Again, you can hold under the knee if that's your practice. It doesn't have to be holding the foot. We're all different. This is the in-breath. Breathing out. Pull my belly in. I really pull it in. Breathing in. Stretch. Breathing out. I pull it in. Breathing in. Stretch. Maybe you can hold in our breath now. Pull the belly in. Breathe in again. And you can bring it down. Place the foot behind, the knee on the floor. Take a rest. Enjoy. Enjoy. Okay. Please take a sip of water. We have a bit stronger. That was the second series. So we're going to the third series now. So take some water. It's hot in my little flat. You might be okay. We're going to have some really hot weather this week, apparently. Like 26 degrees in Cardiff Wednesday, I think. So watch out. So, a nice long back. Again, thinking of when you lie down, to just check in with this lower back so that you protect it. So you can breathe in and press down with the tailbone. And as you breathe out, contract the belly. And this is the kind of position you want to be in for your work when you're doing leg lifts, okay? So we're doing double leg lifts. We're starting from bent knees and we're going to progress. So please bring your knees in and place your feet just in front of your bottom. This will help the lower back be on the floor. I do a slightly different variation of Loma Viloma, so if you teach this yourself, you know, I do add other things in. Nice and soft with the shoulders. Breathe in. Straighten the legs up so that the heels are stretched upwards. Okay, now breathing out, I want you to press your hands down. You can bring the knees in and put them back on the floor, the feet on the floor if you like. But if you want to try pressing the feet out, hands can be pressed down, but don't take it in the back. Don't collapse either, so if it's too much for you, bend the knees. Breathe in here. Stretch it up. Breathe out. Soften your shoulders. I bet there's tension there. Press out. Out. It's using your core, your legs. Squeeze the thighs. Squeeze them. All the way down. Back is flat on the floor. Breathe in. You either lift with bent knees, stay with bent knees and come down with bent knees, or you progress to straight legs. Nobody's choice but yours. Press out through those legs. And release. When you release, it feels so good. Let the practice sink into your body, your mind and your breath. Let the breath recover, because it can be quite hard work. Now we're doing another 3 sets. Not 3 sets, 3 rounds. Don't worry, I made a mistake. There's more to come. So you either do with bent legs as you lift and up, like we just did, because you know your body better than me, or you do with straight legs on the floor. So if you're doing with straight legs on the floor, you need to really make sure your lower back is into the floor and your tummy is really flat, okay? So you're going to lift on an in-breath. So breathe in, don't swing them, breathe in. And breathe out, point. Point through the balls of the foot, point them out, push. Push, belly flat. Nice long legs. Breathe in, don't swing them. There's a tendency to swing them up and not use the strength of the core. Breathe out, push. Push out, push. Now, come on, squeeze the thighs. Squeeze, back is flat, belly's flat. Breathe in. And breathe out, push. Push. I mean push, I just mean push the legs out, so you know they're long. I don't mean push yourself, okay? And relax. Take a few breaths here. We're now going to come from the supine position, lying on our back, to an upright position of Dandasana. So, you know, you might think, oh, it sounds like a sit-up. Not really a sit-up. You can use your hands. Now you can place your hands alongside the body. You can place them over the head, which I think I'm going to do. Yeah, place them over the head, or you can place them crossed at the heart. The last one is the hardest because you need the strongest core for that. The one over the arm gives you a little bit of momentum, but I don't want the arms to do all the work. It just does give you a bit of a momentum. And if you have the hands on the floor, you can press the hands into the floor. It's your choice. Make sure that the back is nice and strong into the floor, the belly is nice and contracted. The feet are flexed. This will help you to get up. The feet need to be flexed, okay? So my arms are coming over. The legs need to stay on the floor. So breathing in here, I come up. I stretch into Dandasana. I then breathe out. Curl my back because my belly is coming in. Point my toes and slowly, slowly, toes are pointed, belly is back, coming in to the floor. I'm breathing in, tucking my toes, flexing them. Keep the legs on the floor. Up you come. press away and slowly. If you bring the belly back, you will curl and come down really nicely, gently but strongly, all the way down. Now I'm going to try one like this, but I don't know if I'm going to do it today. Breathe in. Legs stay on the floor, nice and straight. Breathe out, push the toes away. Nice flat belly. All the way, like those caterpillar tractor treads, you know, like that. And leave it go. Couple of breaths. If you feel you want to release the belly a bit, please bring the knees in. Rock from side to side. Find to rotate the knees in one direction and then the other direction. Good. Okay. You're going to come over onto your bellies. Please, if you don't mind, take drinks at any time. And just lie down, let the weight get, used to being on the sort of prone position. We're going to do a few variations of Shalabhasana, okay, to strengthen the back. And we're going to do it in two parts. We're not going to go straight up into locust, we're going to do it in two parts. So I'd like you to either make fists with your hands, or you can put flat hands under the hips, just where the hip flexors are. Or you can put fists if you need to, or you don't have to have anything. It just gives you a little bit more lift if you put your hands there. So the chin is going down, and when you lift, you're breathing in so the belly fills and the legs float up, but the head stays on the floor, head and chest on the floor. So you're going to breathe in, lift, and breathe out. Legs are quite close together, but I understand if they open a bit. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Long, go for length, don't worry about height. Go for length and out. Please bring your hands into your forehead. Rest. Okay, you're going to do snake pose now. So the feet, the knees, the pelvis, the pubic bones stay anchored. Okay, they stay anchored. Bring your hands behind your back. Maybe you can keep the fingers entwined, or maybe you just need to put the backs of the hands there, that's fine. Keeping your legs down as though you've got sandbags on them. Okay. You're going to breathe in and open the chest. Up you come, like a snake. And down. Have the arms out if it helps. Breathing in. Slide the arms down by the butt. Legs are on the floor and down. You can have your arms out like an aeroplane if you like, or like a jet. Breathing in. Open and down. Now have a moment here, cheek on the side. These are the quite strong elements of the practice. Place your hands on the floor. Just going to come into child pose just to stretch the back out, because obviously we were flexing the back, so just stretching it out. Head can come down. Beautiful. Shashangasana, rabbit pose. Some people say child pose. I don't really mind what you say at the moment, but in this practice it's Loma Viloma, so we use those terms, Shashangasana. Breathe in, look forward, and come forward with the hips onto the belly, And just again, find yourself on the floor. We're just going to practice cobra pose. Now, the further forward the hands are, the less the compression in the back is. So if you have sore back, you can bring your hands much further forward. But also if you tuck the toes, you can also help relieve the compression in the back. If you don't particularly like that, it doesn't have value for you. I'm coming in because I feel quite warm. Yeah, I'm coming in for probably full cobra pose. So I'm putting my hands more or less under my shoulders. My elbows are tucked in. You can bring yours more towards the edge of your mat if you like. My body's in a straight line. I am not squeezing my buttocks. I'm breathing in, rolling my shoulders down. I'm thinking of my chest coming forward. Couple of breaths. Try not to squeeze the buttocks. I'm breathing out, you're coming back down. And rest. Rest here. Nice long legs. Breathing in, fill the belly, so it's the belly and the chest that leads. Pull the fingers towards you so your chest and heart comes forward. Breathing in. Healing up like a cobra. You can look up if that's good for your head and neck and spine. If not, look down or look forward. Tuck the toes if it's too much. Breathing out. Slowly down. Elbows might touch. Then the chest. Then the head. Keep breathing. Last time like this. Now fill your belly up as you inhale. You press the floor away. Breathing in. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Chest is forward. And come down. Let the feet open a little bit. Bring the elbows up. And just rest there a moment. We need to make sure the back is okay. So press into the floor. Come back up onto your knees. And just pop the pelvis as far back as you can. And just stretch your back. Okay, we're coming on to the last couple of asana of this particular series. So, please come onto your left side. Take a sip if you like to, of whatever you've got going on. Long as it's not a gin and tonic. Not yet. Come onto your left side. So, this time we're a bit higher up. Okay, so we're bringing our hand under the shoulder. My fingers are pointing forward. I know some people might do this, that hurts the shoulder. I think the fingers need to point forward. It's not completely under my shoulder because I need them to be a little bit far away so I can lift my legs, okay? But not too far away, so not here. Okay, so find your place where you feel your shoulders secure. You're rolling your shoulder up and out. So it's not this, it's more of a kind of up and out. So that again, there's a lot of distance between my earlobe and my shoulder top, and my shoulder blade is sliding down my back. So nice and long in the body. And this is a bit more challenging with balance, so don't worry if you wobble. I may well wobble, okay, because I'm talking and don't concentrate as much. So nice chest open, belly tight. You can catch under your legs. Your knees rather, or you can breathe in and see if you can catch the foot. And breathe out, bring it to the, now don't sink into the left shoulder. Keep it open, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, keep the shoulder away from the ear, don't sink into it, use the hands, and breathing out. And again, please draw the knee over and lie down and take a rest. Take a rest. It's nice. Really good. When you're ready, pop yourself onto your right side. for the other side. And one side might be a bit easier for you than the other. That's always the way in life, and that's fine. Nice, long body, open chest. Try and keep nice and upright. Hope you haven't got really slidey leggings like I have today. Don't know why I'm doing that to myself. So breathing in here, and stretch. Breathing out, bring it to the front. Breathe out and pull the tummy in. So you really hug the waist in and you give yourself stability across the middle of the body. Breathing in, stretch. Breathing out. Try not to sink. I'm starting to sink into my shoulder. I can feel it. So I'm pressing away. Breathing in, press away. And breathing out. Wonderful. Okay, you can come onto your back. Doing the last few postures. So relax now. Relax, you've been working hard. Let the whole body relax. So you can either keep your hands by your side as we did previously and press into the floor, or you can use your hands overhead again to come up. So we're going to come up with the upper body, and with the legs we're going to do half boat pose, Navasana. Okay. So I'm going to breathe in, I'm going to bring my knees in. So now, if you can, get really up on your sit, well, you're on your table a bit, but see if you can get up as high as you can. Bring the knees in line with the ankles and flex the feet, but open the chest. Open the chest. Now you're going to breathe in here, you're holding your legs, breathe in. And as you breathe out, really pull the belly back. Really engage it. Breathe in, expand. Now breathe out, pull the belly back, and just take the arms away if you can. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Pull the belly back. Now you're going to breathe in and stretch the legs out in front of you. You don't have to have them right up in boat pose at the moment. Breathe out and come down. And allow that work to sink in. Just a couple of breaths. I'm actually okay, it's a strong posture. I had a fall about 5 weeks ago now, and I tore a pec muscle. And actually that's where it's getting me, so if you've got injury or anything, just be careful of these things. I've got to be mindful of that. So it's up to you. You can come up from this way, or you can bring your arms over. It really gives a nice length to the body for when you're coming up, if you do it like this, but it's your choice. So I'm coming up, bringing my knees. I'm bringing them to, they're perpendicular with the floor. My knees are in front of the ankles. And now, breathe in here. Breathe out and stretch them up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Try and keep the back up. It's strong work. Open the chest. Breathe out. Breathe in. You can hold them a bit. Bring them up closer. Soften the shoulders. And breathe out. All the way down. Well done. Bring the knees in. Just rock from side to side, keeping your back head happy. Keeping your core happy. Now let's see if we want to do Navasana in a balance. Okay, so you can come up, we'll have a go. I'm a person with longer legs than arms. My arms are not very, I'm not a big person, but my arms seem to be, not long enough to do things. So what I tend to do, see if you can come up onto your sit bones. Make sure there's nothing that you can knock into behind you. I'm just going to bring my legs out because I can't reach down with them straight. You might be able to do like this, yes? I can only do that with one. I have to bring them out and then together. So breathing in here. Here we go. Straighten one leg. Breathe in, straighten. Straighten. Breathe out, and if you're not too sweaty, see if you can bring both legs. Straighten. Breathe. Breathe. Belly back. Breathe. Breathe. Open. And back in. And come to lie on your back. Come onto your belly for full bow pose. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Just lift your knees up. Depends on, I think I'll go this way. So onto your belly. Now don't panic about it, just, calm the mind and see what you can do. Some days you can do more than others. We're all different on different days. And this is the last two postures, so you've worked hard. Don't have the knees too wide. Head down. Maybe you can press the hands into the ankles. Maybe it's the foot. Maybe you just lift the knees off. It's up to you. We're only doing 3. Head down. Breathe in, lift up. Don't worry about how high. And down. Fill the belly up, breathe in. Press the feet away, not too wide. And down. Breathe in, fill up. Stretch, open the chest, open. And down. Release. Place the hands on the floor, please. Bring yourself and just have a nice stretch for the back. We're going to finish with side plank. Vidisthasana. Okay, so there are ways you can do it, to suit your practice and suit where you are today. So you can come up from the floor with your forearm on the floor, your left leg. We'll actually do them all together, and then if there's one you don't like, don't do it. So bring your right foot over the left. Forearm is on the floor, shoulders nice and steady, nice and sturdy. So, never hang out and just fall into the shoulder. That's not good for it. So you need to build some strength in the forearm. So lower leg, we're going to lift, okay? So pressing into the floor with the lower leg, breathe in. Doesn't have to come too high up, so maybe the arm comes over. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Press the forearm into the floor. Don't put the pressure in the shoulder. Breathe in. And out. Quickly swap. Forearm down, left leg over. Pressing the foot onto the floor, knees pointing up. You're going to just breathe in and float. Float. Keep it up, keep the belly in. Breathe out, pull the belly in. Good. Twice more. Breathe in. And out. And breathe in. Stretch the whole side body and breathe out. Good. So the next side plank we're going to do again, left, legs long. So this time we're lifting, the legs are long on stacked position. Okay, we're just going to do one on either side and hold for 3 counts. So press into the arm, breathe in, up you come. Every out breath, breathe, pull it in. And down. And the other side. Yoo-hoo! You will be able to fly through Sunday today after everything you're doing. Or you have to lie down. One or the other. This is an energizing practice actually. It might be tough while you're doing it. Okay, so nice long line. Breathe in. When you're up, keep breathing. And down. Come into child pose for a moment. Enjoy. We're going to finish with high side plank for those who want to do it. You don't have to do it, you can come straight into relaxation. But I'm going to come into ordinary high plank first. Okay, so tuck the toes, you're on all fours. Come forward into high plank. Nice strong body, pressing into the floor, uplift. Now, you can bring the left hand forward. You can keep the foot in front, right foot in front if you like to, or you can stack them. I'm really sweaty, so I'm slippy. Keep breathing. Breathe. Press the floor away, press it away. Come on, strong. And down. Knees down. Child pose. Good. Other side. High plank. Nice, tight position, belly up. When you breathe out, pull the belly up. Right hand comes in, high twist. Don't sink the hips too much. You can bring the foot in front, the left foot in front of the right. Breathe, push up. Come on. Last twice. Belly in. Come on. Keep doing it. Hand down. Knees. Relax. Come to the floor, please. Come to the floor. And just let the practice sink into your body. Let the breath recover, heart rate recover. You're not completely going into Shavasana yet. I just want to do Loma Viloma breath, but I just want the physical work to calm down first. Just notice that probably every single part of your body is tingling with sensation, with aliveness from this practice. The energy is north to south, east to west, fingers to toes. We put the head to the feet, we put the feet to the head. We use the side body, which is not always used. All of these energies flowing. Just take a few moments. Because there's 4 series in the whole practice, you can just practice series 1 over and over and over again. And if you practice with me again and you do 4 series, you think, no, I'm sticking with series 1 or 2, that's fine. It's a very rounded practice in each and every series. Obviously the 4th series builds a bit more strength and stamina, but maybe that's not what you need. That's fine. When you are ready, please come to a seated position. I'm just going to top up my water. Well, actually, I had tea, but I'm just going to get some water because we're going to do a bit of Loma Viloma breath to finish our practice. Which will really set you up for the day. I'm glad I didn't shower before, because I definitely need to shower now. Okay, so we talked about right and left, moon and sun, negative, positive, feminine, masculine. So now we are going to continue that for about 10 minutes before I guide you in a lovely Loma Viloma guided relaxation. So please come either to Vajrasana, which is sitting on your knees, or if you're sitting on your sit bones cross-legged, Just make sure you have support for your pelvis, because I want you to feel relaxed for the breath work. I don't want you to feel like this is hard work. Your whole system is open now. The whole energy system is also open. The channels are open. So with the Loma Viloma pranayama, the breath work, some people call it, but actually it's energy work that just rides on the breath. We are going to breathe in through the right nostril. Okay, this is the Surya side, the Loma side, and out through the left. You could call it pranic, apanic. And then we breathe in through the left and out through the right. And we're going to do about 6 rounds of that. But before we do, I just want you to blast out any stale air that you may have accumulated in the practice with the Bastrika breath. For this, actually, you do need to be kneeling. Sorry, if you're sitting on a chair or sitting, if you can join me in this for just a moment. Breathe in here, and we're gonna blast out any breath. We breathe in, lead in by the chin, we come back up. We'll do that another twice. Okay, so breathe in, big deep breath in. You're going to blast out air, using your abdomen to blast it out. Nose coming towards the knees, head to the floor. You're out of breath now, I certainly am, even though I could just about talk. Breathe in, lead with the chest and chin, nice long back. And no breath left now, okay? Leave it all out. Breathe in and come back up. Just in case there's stale breath and stale energy, and maybe your mind was going a bit, questioning and resisting the practice. So just to clear out all of those things. So your left hand is on the floor, and you're just going to bring your right hand to your face. I know it's COVID, hopefully your hands are clean, but gently placing the little finger and the ring finger against the left nostril. The middle 2 fingers can go by the brow center, and the thumb is going to open and close for now. And you're going to change from one side to the other. So breathe out together. Breathe in right. Close right with the thumb, breathe out left. In left. Close the nostril, breathe out right. In right. Close out left. In left. Close left, out right. Another 4 rounds. In right. Close right, out left. In left. Close left, out right. Nice long breaths. Relax, don't do it tensive, relax. Breathe in right. Close right, out left. In left. Close left, out right. Last round, no, another 2. Breathe in right. Close right, out left. In left. Close left, out right. This is the last round. In right. Close right, out left. In left. Close left, out right. All the way out. Drop the right hand. Just place the palms on the thighs. Just notice what's happening in the brain, what's happening in the mind, what's happening in the breath. Sometimes it can be challenging for the right arm if you're not used to practicing, and you can lift it if you like with the left. But the practice is very powerful, very balancing. We'll just do one more round of the Bastrika breath before we lie down, and I guide you in relaxation. So you can open your eyes here, breathe in, and all the breath out, nothing left. Breathing in. Lead with the chin, the chest, nice long back, and please come into your Shavasana for your guided relaxation. Make sure you are warm, because we had quite a warm practice and now you might be cooling down. Make sure you have all of the comfort that you need to ensure you don't have to shift around, move around in your space. Fine for you to have a soft cushion under your head if that's what you feel better, more comfortable with, or if you need something under your feet, if you have tender feet. All of those things, take care of them. You don't need to ignore your needs to practice yoga. Let the body belong. Let the heavy bones feel heavier. Notice the contact you have with the floor. The back of the skull, but the head can have the freedom to roll right or left. You might want to try that. Just let it land centrally where it feels most comfortable. Nice long neck. Shoulders down, away from the ears. No gripping with the shoulders. Shoulder blades softly falling down the back, floating on air. Arms are heavy, the heavy upper arm bones heavy onto the floor. Arms are rolling slightly away from the body so that the palms are facing up and the shoulders feel secure. So they're not like a ramrod either side of the body, they're rolling away slightly with the palms open. Maybe the palms are broad and smooth, maybe the fingers are slightly curled. Body feels heavy like lead, getting deeper and deeper into the Shavasana state, which is corpse pose. The spine is long and spacious. All the vertebral bodies have more space. Feeling more connected with the ground below you. Feeling more connected with the earth. The heart rate is normal. The breath is smooth and even, almost as though the body is totally breathing itself. No gripping, glitches, grasping of the breath. Everything is smooth, the energy is flowing, the channels are open. The lungs are gently expanding and contracting. The rib cage is allowing for that. The heart is happy, pumping freshly oxygenated blood around your body in a gentle, almost calming way. No stress around the center of your chest. Plenty of fluids moving, easing the joints. The practice of Loma Viloma uses so much of the body without you even standing. The joints, the muscles, connective tissue. Massages lots of the internal organs, bringing them fresh supply of blood, making them feel alive, better functioning. The hip bones, heavy on the floor, no tension or pain. The buttocks are soft and spread. No grasping, no holding on, no holding on. We come into the world holding on with a vice-like grip around our tiny fingers. But this is our survival mechanism. When we are adults, we don't need to hold on. We don't need to grasp or grip or cling. Thigh bones are heavy bones. Let them just sink into the flesh of the thighs. Let all of the muscles you just used, the core muscles, ones that wrap around your whole body, not just in the belly, not just the six-pack. Sling of muscle. The knees. Give them permission to relax. Quadriceps, let them soften now after your work. Your hamstrings. Backs of the knees, the complex joints of the knee. More space, more blood, more fluids. Protecting against arthritis, osteoporosis, all those things. We bring the healing into the body when we practice yoga. We flush things out. Not just physical things, emotional things, psychological things, spiritual things, things that are bugging us. Let the practice help you to flush things out, creating space for nice things, good things, things that help you to be a good human being, be a good person. Your shin bones heavy, melting through the calf muscles softly spreading on the floor. Letting go. The ankles, such delicate joint but so strong, keeping us upright. All of the different elements of the feet, the Achilles heel, the sole, the arch, the instep, all of the toes. Without our toes, we couldn't stand up. Just sending some love and relaxation, appreciation to all of your toes. Now relax your whole body, from the top of the head to the tips of your toes. You're alert, you're paying attention, you're awake, you're conscious, but you're in deep, deep relaxation of the body, of the breath, of the mind, of your very being. Just let yourself feel held by the earth, don't grip. more we grip and grab, the more suffering we endure. Let it go. Bring your focus now for a few minutes to the top, the crown of your head. The right side of the crown of your head. I want you to breathe into the right side of the crown of your head, bringing golden river of light into the right side of the crown of your head, the Loma side, all the way down, a river of gold, warm light, down the right side of your face, right shoulder, right arm, right rib cage and side body, all the way down right hips, right leg, right foot. River of gold comes in through the top and all the way down the right side of the body. This is the pranic energy, the masculine energy. In with a river of gold, like a warm sunny day. That's your inhalation. Your exhalation is going to take the energy in through the left foot and all the way up the left side of the body, left foot, left ankle, left knee, left thigh, left hip, all the way up the left side, left arm, to the left side of the face, the crown, and out, creating a loop of energy, and that is your feminine energy, your silvery blue, moonlit energy. So you breathe in the sun, Surya, from the right top to the right foot. That's your inhalation. And you breathe out the moon, Chandra, from the left foot up the left side of the body, all the way up the top and out to the crown. Do this a few rounds. In with the gold, feel the warmth of the gold. Positive. And the balancing energy of the feminine, Chandra, the moon. Silver, cool moonlight, like a moonlit night, all the way up the left side. Continue with this visualization for a few moments. In with gold, out with silver. In through the right top, out through the right foot, in through the left foot, out through the left crown. Making a circuit of energy. We need positive and negative energy. We need the balance. Just a few rounds. If you need balance in your day at any time, this visualization can be very helpful. If you feel yourself going over the edge in one direction or the other, this practice can be very, very helpful. Let go of all practices now, please, and just relax for the last few minutes. Let go. Let go of everything and enjoy your own time. wherever you are in your breath cycle, please breathe in and draw your knees to your chest. Give yourself some easy movements of rocking side to side or doing some rotation with your knees, just to ease yourself out, to start the energy coming into the body for movement to end our practice. Please come over onto your right or left side, whichever seems to draw you today, just for a few moments in the fetal position, keeping the energy calm and balanced. And take up a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed just until we close the practice. Whatever your comfortable seat is up to you. Coming into just a seat of stillness for a few moments. Nice straight back. Nice soft front. Doing your best and leaving the rest. A wonderful mantra for life. Doing your best and leaving the rest. Please draw your hands to your hearts in Namaskar Mudra. Elbows out, thumbs towards the chest. And just a word of gratitude for World Yoga Day, a wonderful initiative which allows us all to celebrate and honor yoga in a connection across the globe, really, which is lovely, connection with each other. A word of gratitude for all of the teachings, for all of the teachers, for sharing it with generosity and love and wanting us to practice with them. Also a word of gratitude for the students who take up yoga and have the courage to change. I include myself in that. I am a yoga student. I am helping you to share my practices. I am facilitating some learning, but I am a yoga student. We're going to chant Luka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu to end our practice. Beautiful, loving kindness, compassionate chant for peace, making sure that we send our good energy out to everybody. Some of you know it, some not, but just join in if you can, breathing in. Luka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Hare Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. You can all sing Om Shanti. Om Shanti 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 Om. Bow your head to your fingers. Honor yourselves and each other for practicing on Sunday morning, World Yoga Day. Thank you for choosing to practice with me, to celebrate yoga, something that's very important in my life. I'm really honored and grateful that you came here today. And hopefully you have a really nice day. Enjoy the sun, enjoy whatever, friends, family. We all got like lots of new freedoms now. So yeah, hopefully you have a lovely day and a lovely week. If you want to practice with me, you know where I am. Send me a message and I'll sort it out. Thank you. Bye-bye.